the immortal words of Nino Brown from New Jack City. The rich get richer and the poor don't get a fucking thing. Oh, shit. Welcome back to Instant Replay presented by the ACS Universe. I'm ACS. You can find me on Instagram and Twitter at 2279ACS.
I am PJ. You can find me on Instagram at IRPJ. Instant Replay PJ.
And I'm Jonathan. You can find me at I.R.Jonathan on Instagram and Twitter.
All right. Week number 2, episode number 2.
Pretty good week.
Yeah, it was pretty fucking good weekend of football, man.
There's a few things to talk about.
Yeah. Listeners, if you hear some thunder and shit and a couple dogs barking, it is storming right now.
We're trying our best.
Oh, is it storming there? It's about to storm here.
Yeah, it's fucking storming. Well, it looks like it's gonna calm down a little bit, but yeah. So you might hear some barking dogs, some thunder, some loud noises, but we're gonna push through that shit and put this episode out this week. All right, you guys.
Where do you want to start?
Hey,
I mean,
you start with the big.
Wait! What are you guys drinking right now?
Oh,
I got a nice Sweetwater IPA. I'm sipping on.
we're drinking the usual ultras.
Michelob Ultra.
Oh gosh. Okay.
Sorry.
Hopefully you don't need to go to the bathroom in like the next 10 minutes because don't break the seal.
We're good.
Yeah. So the biggest news besides like some of the games this weekend was fucking.
Patriots picked up a new wide receiver.
Yes, they did.
Who is that?
You might know what this dude's name is. So Patriots pick up Antonio Brown, gets released by fucking Oakland, and then it the same day?
Same day.
Same
hours later. He had to wait till They had to wait till 4:00 to actually listen to other teams' offers, and I think it came out at like 5 after 4 that he had signed a 1-year deal with the Patriots, which turns out is actually a 1-year deal with another year of a team option. So he could be fully guaranteed for another $20 million.
That's the team option.
Team option,
$20 million, yeah.
So it looks like if things work out,
if he plays well with others and he's gonna dominate, he's gonna fucking have great on-field performance. But that's like the only question mark, really.
Well, this contract that he has now comes with a whole bunch of those incentives like they did with Tom and Gronk last year.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
So that in itself, to me, it's gonna end up. It might cause a problem for AB because
well, if they go
here are the incentives. The contract has incentives for the $1.5 million each for 105 receptions, 1,298 yards, 16 touchdowns. So 1.5 million each for each one of those stats he has to reach. Each one of those milestones each year.
I mean,
so
just that's going to be tough because
Josh Gordon.
Well, not only that, but I mean, Brady floats the ball around to everybody.
Yeah.
He's not. Is he going to get the attention? If he doesn't get the attention, is that where AB is going to cause a stink and be that prima donna?
That's what I think is going to happen.
Yeah.
That's what I'm worried about.
That if he can like envision like a ring on his finger, and you know what I'm saying, then that can make you shut the fuck up and just play football. You know what I mean?
He said it when he wasn't all about the money too. So
but he's always said that.
Sticks with that.
Yeah,
he's always said that, and then he went to the Raiders for the biggest payday.
Yeah.
So
and then he got the foot. So
he went. Do you think he went to the Raiders to play for the Raiders?
I think he went to play for the Raiders. He started OTAs and just started working out with Derek Carr. And in his head, he was thinking, "What did I get myself into? This guy is
like,
not.
I don't want to be here.
I mean,
this shit show.
Look, you got to say what it is. Ben Roethlisberger is a top 5 quarterback, Hall of Famer, first ballot.
Yeah.
I mean, the guy can play football. I mean, he's going to go down as one of the Steelers' best.
Yep.
If not the best.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, there's only
one quarterback. I mean,
that's what I mean.
Terry Bradshaw wasn't throwing the ball like that. Though.
No, I mean, he might have a few more rings than Roethlisberger, but
yeah.
So I think he went there, started practicing with Carr and realized he wasn't where he wanted to be.
Yeah.
He didn't have the guy throwing the ball that he wanted to, and I don't know. I hope it was all just a ploy just to get the fuck out of town.
Get out of Oakland?
Just to get out of
Oakland. I
Oakland.
mean, nothing that from what I'm hearing, like, that this was all staged so he can get out of Oakland. Like, nothing I see makes me think otherwise. You know what I'm saying? There's nothing that's maybe say, nah, he wasn't doing that, but you think, nah, he was trying to get the fuck out.
Yeah, he was trying to get out.
and
yeah, but when did he come up with that plan? After he was already there, or when he realized that Pittsburgh was not going to trade him to the Patriots or to another team that he could compete with?
I think once he
was
got
it then,
there,
or was it once he got there?
I think it's once he got
there.
Yeah, once he got there.
I agree with you on that.
I think it's once he got there. Once he got into Gruden, I mean, it could have been. He's not. He hasn't been the best at showing up to meetings and stuff, but. I mean, I think it was the whole organization. I don't think he was vibing with Gruden. I don't think he was vibing with the coaches, the wide receivers coach, the offensive coordinator. I don't think he was vibing with anybody there, and I think he knew instantly that he wanted to get the hell out of there.
Yeah.
I hope.
Let me tell you why I think you're right on that point where he wasn't vibing with Gruden. And this is the reason why. Watching Hard Knocks, Chris Carter, I listen to a lot of other podcasts, a lot of other sports people, and he had a great take on it where he said that he related to his kids. He said his kids need to be disciplined. You know what I mean? Mm-hmm. He's like, players like Antonio Brown need to be disciplined. They can't be playing for a player's coach like Tomlin.
I was going to say, what do you call Tomlin, though,
Tomlin is a player's coach. He absolutely is. And then that's why he wanted to get out. Because it started not working out for him over there. And then Gruden obviously is a player's coach. If you watch Hard Knocks, you know what I mean? I think Antonio Brown needs a lot more discipline.
A lot more structure
from his head coach. Well, that's my opinion. And Chris Carter said it right today when I was listening to that podcast.
Who is Chris Carter is another troubled wide receiver who got into a lot of shit early on, and
absolutely
thanks his coaches that brought him back. But I mean, we'll see.
If he would know best.
If he wanted rules and structure and a winning atmosphere, he got what he wanted.
Oh, he's in the right fucking place for that shit.
And we'll see. I mean, I'm a little leery with the whole thing. I mean, I'm going to be rooting him on. I'm not going to be like, I can't believe we signed this dumbass.
Yeah.
I mean, if he can do, what'd you say, 1298, 16 touchdowns?
16 touchdowns and 105 receptions. I think he could do that easily.
Imagine sitting in a room with a defensive coordinator
trying to game plan,
saying, okay, so we got AB lined up on the outside. We got Edelman in the slot position. Mm-hmm. We got Gordon over there.
Yep.
And we got James White in the eye, and then you're going to see James White's going to roll out
yeah.
Where are you going to send your guys? What are you going to do?
Yeah.
It's going to be tough to game plan. I mean, not that the Patriots are easy to game plan anyway, because I mean, you talk about teams that come up with schemes for games. They come up with schemes for quarters, schemes for plays. I mean, they're chameleon. If they can change in an instant, you don't know what they're throwing at you. So let's see what's.
Well, I hope AB can comprehend and adjust to the Patriots' offense too. I think there's a huge learning curve, and you know that, because the Ocho Cinco couldn't comprehend it. That's part of the reason why he couldn't read.
He couldn't read the playbook, and
right.
And honestly, you talked about structure earlier. Brady likes wide receivers that stick to their routes. You ever see him yell at somebody for being 2 yards off?
Yep.
Oh yeah,
all the time.
He does. And that's what AB does.
He goes out there and he just runs where he wants to run. So, and we already have one of the, well, I say we, because obviously, as we said last time, huge Patriots fan.
Yeah.
Patriots fans, yeah.
We already have Gordon lined up, who also likes to do the same thing.
Yeah.
He'll run the route right off the bat, but then boom, he's gone doing something else.
Yeah.
Which worked out Sunday night.
Yeah.
Brady hit him for a couple of long bombs. I think that one 20-yard score.
Yeah.
we'll see what happens. We'll see what happens. I don't know if Brady can deal with he's going to be stressed out, man, having these guys running wherever they want.
Yeah, we'll end AB discussion with this. I think, and I don't know why, but it was funny to me seeing this. Like Sunday night was like super insult to injury, considering we were talking about the other day how the Steelers fans were probably just fucking cracking up at the Raiders for having to deal with Antonio Brown, and they were probably like, "Oh shit, they released him." Oh, wait a minute.
Yeah.
What?
They were like, "Uh-oh."
And then after all of that, to get fucking
Patriots?
destroyed on Sunday night. Like after all of that happened, fucking y'all destroyed them.
Beat down. Oh, you know what? If the Patriots win one more championship, who do they dethrone as the most Super Bowl championships?
Pittsburgh.
Oh yeah, that's right. Yeah.
Well, we're tied with them now.
We're tied with them now.
But
if you really want to go as far as championships go, Green Bay has the.
Did you see that graphic?
Yeah.
That they had up before the game? It said Sixburg and what was the other one? It was Sixburg versus
Sixborough or something.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. Sixborough.
Yeah,
That's what it was.
I don't know how
Sixburg against Sixborough.
You get another one. I don't know how you're
oh.
gonna put the 7 in there.
They'll find a way. They made that trestle thing that they hang the banners on. They made it big enough to hang one more.
Yeah, you noticed that?
Yeah,
they just slide them over a little bit.
I don't think Kraft will have a problem spending another couple $100,000 to renovate to make room for more.
Speaking,
I got one quick question. You guys can answer real quick.
What's up?
Do you think the Patriots need AD after watching that game the other night?
No.
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 I mean, obviously Belichick didn't either because earlier this afternoon, a couple hours ago, he shipped out Demaryius Thomas.
Yeah, that's what I was just about to say.
For a 6th-round draft pick in 2021.
Yeah.
I mean, talk about shipping out a superstar for nothing.
Yeah, that dude's
to a rival. Not only that, but to a division rival.
Yeah, like I don't care. Y'all ain't gonna be able to do.
I mean, well, and that might also say what Belichick thought of
Demaryius
Thomas.
Yeah.
Coming back
I didn't
from
really
injury.
see any of him in the preseason. Oh, did he miss?
He balled out. He balled out in the 4th game.
Yeah, that's right.
2 touchdowns, like 180 yards
against third stringers. Yeah,
against third stringers. But
third or fourth stringers that might not make the other team.
But he still showed that he could go up and get the ball. He did. So he showed that he still had a little bit left in the tank.
Yeah.
But I mean, obviously
he got a ring with Manning, that second one.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah.
But we'll get to see 2 times this year if he's doing anything over there.
He does have fucking
Sam Darnold. Who didn't really impress me this week.
They lost, dude, after fucking Josh Allen had
they gave
4
up
turnovers.
17 unanswered. They were leading 16-0, gave up 17.
And Josh Allen had 4 turnovers. 2 fumbles and 2 picks.
Makes me happy. I'm glad to see my division, playing like
right.
that.
All right, I gotta say, if I see one more fucking Lamar Jackson for MVP, dude, you played against a team that is like
tanking for Tua.
Like they're trying to lose. He goes out there and balls out against them. I mean, he played a good fucking game. Look, there it is.
All aboard the tank train.
You know what's bad when half the team goes in the locker room after a loss and calls their agents and demands a trade.
Yeah, that is like I guess they're not all 100% on board with tanking.
No.
Some of them are like, yeah, I'd like to fucking win like a game or 2 this season.
You know who I feel bad for is Brian Flores, the new coach.
Oh yeah,
because I don't think he had any plans like this.
No, not to do this. No, and
I
then
think
all of a sudden, like as the preseason winds down, you're just throwing people away, just trading everybody away.
Oh yeah, hey, we're gonna. By the way, have a good meeting today. We just traded away your best wide receiver and your best tackle.
Yeah.
Yeah, right.
Dude, I did hear something on the radio though, but I was on my way over here actually when they were like, dude, if they're tanking, why the fuck aren't they playing Josh Rosen?
Well, they did in the 3rd quarter.
When
they were losing by 40 something points, they decided to throw Josh Rosen in. But I mean, I think that they know that there's a wet paper bag up there for an offensive line.
Oh,
So
yeah.
I don't think they want to get young Josh Rosen hurt yet. Get him
No.
get him in there. Let him see how things operate. Go through, because it's way different in the NFL as far as what time you get to the stadium. You're warming up, and you're doing this. You're meeting with your offensive coordinator.
I would probably play him only because you want him to get some kind of experience, because they're gonna have to they're tanking for a reason. So then, like, when they get 2 or something, they're probably gonna want to trade Rosen. And if he hadn't done anything this year, then he won't have any trade value.
You throw him out there too early, and he throws 3 picks a game, and he looks like shit. What are you gonna get for him? And then there goes your first round pick from the year before.
Yeah.
You're getting no return on investment. So you gotta. They're gonna ease him in. You'll see him week 7, 8, 9.
Fitzpatrick's beard was all trimmed up beard and shit. I was like, look at this clown over here.
So you think the Ravens are that good, or the Dolphins that bad?
No.
I think the Dolphins are that bad.
Yeah.
I mean, a little bit of both.
Look, the Ravens are fun to watch. I mean, it's hard to tell. It's hard to tell.
It's hard to tell off that first game. Let's see what happens next week when they play a real team.
That's what we're gonna have to take a look at. And
who the Ravens playing next week?
I'm trying to find it.
The Cardinals. So we're not gonna get another good.
Hey,
but
I was impressed with Kyler Murray. Remember, we left and I came back and used the bathroom.
In the end of the game,
yeah,
at
but
the end of the game,
man,
you were impressed with them.
Talk about showing some poise on an NFL field, though.
Yeah.
Oh, absolutely.
I mean, that's a lot of pressure on you to be down like that. And
he looks like my nephew.
Man, cause that guy, he does.
He is a little dude.
Man, that guy can throw a fucking ball.
Yeah, he can. Yeah.
Man, he was zipping it in there to the guys, man. Whew.
All right, y'all. We got to go ahead and get it out of the way. Think the Browns are fucking straight garbage or what? The offensive line is not good.
No.
Dude.
Disappointing.
Yeah.
Disappointing.
Yeah.
But I mean, they lost it in the fourth quarter. They lost that game in the fourth quarter. They were still
they lost that
all
game.
the way up to the fourth quarter.
They lost that game. They lost that game in the third quarter when actually they lost that before that. They lost that in the second quarter when they scored a touchdown. They were all dancing in the end zone.
Yeah.
And they were still losing. No.
Oh no! Did they lose it? They lost it when dude kicked the other guy, falling down, and he got ejected from the game. Robinson.
So
I finally saw that too.
So when we were talking about starting this whole thing, we always said we were going to have this one segment every week.
Yes.
That we were going to call the Asshole of the Week.
Yep.
And we had numerous names that we were talking about that could be. We could probably say their name every week, and it would hold up.
Like, in other words, just think Vontez Burfict, and you'll realize what we mean by asshole of the week.
Or and Dominic Sue.
Yeah,
even though last year he was all right, but still he's got those asshole tendencies.
Those never go away.
If you told me that I was going to name Greg Robinson tackle for the Cleveland Browns asshole of the week this week, I would have called you crazy. I would have had to look him up and say, who the hell is Greg Robinson? I actually did have to look him up after he kicked the dude in the face.
Yeah.
But, I mean.
It was like in the neck face area. That was good.
Yeah, so, I mean.
Straight on his back fucking.
That was a good segue.
Yep.
That was a good segue
Yeah,
into.
it was. I will also have to fucking. Oh, dude, what's the fucking. Was it Miles Jack? That got ejected.
See, now I think the Miles Jack thing was a little overblown.
When he slapped him in the face, ref just the ref.
Well, no. So he swiped at the guy after he got swiped at.
Mm-hmm.
So and
I didn't see this one. I didn't see this.
Yeah, that was the Jaguars game, the Kansas City.
Okay.
That I think that was some shit. I mean, I don't think it deserved a ejection.
Yeah.
And I understand why Miles Jack was so upset because, but no,
Robinson,
not even pales in comparison to Greg Robinson.
I gotta go with the kick to the fucking face, dude. Like he's laying on. You know how much force if you're laying on your back and your legs, you can get a lot of fucking.
Oh yeah.
You fucking kicked.
Dude, that guy could have been out with a concussion for for a week or two.
Yeah.
Nah, asshole of the week.
Yeah. Yes. Jonathan, you got an asshole you want to talk about?
Christian McCaffrey for trying to jump over that guy and kneeing him in the helmet.
Oh, you talking about Weddle?
And he was sitting on the ground, and he got knocked out clean.
But
he's laying on the ground, and then they sit him up, and blood just pours out from underneath.
Oh yeah, straight to commercial.
Yeah.
And I was like, oh! And then they took his helmet off, and yeah, he was gashed. He was gushing blood. And McCaffrey was just strutting around. And I was like, you kidding me, McCaffrey? You hit him in the head by accident. You're over here strutting around like you're some big dog.
That's valid for
He's
the actions.
He's a badass, but I mean,
yeah, he showed it this weekend.
Yeah.
That's valid, but look into Weddle's history. He's a bleeder.
Yeah.
Dude bleeds every time he takes his helmet off. He's almost like J.J. Watt. J.J. Watt's always bleeding on the sideline.
It was funny to see the look on the trainers' faces, though, because they were like, they sat him up, right, after he came to. They sat him up, and the blood just started coming down. They were like, we should take his helmet off. They take the helmet off. His hair's just drenched in blood. Oh, man.
How does it?
I didn't know how many stitches or anything he got, but it looked pretty damn bad.
It's odd, though. Like, how the fuck did that? You know what I'm saying?
You're in a cushioned helmet. I mean, who knows?
And the helmets are, they're supposed to be fucking take all the blows.
Like I say, he's a bleeder.
Yeah. I guess. I don't know what the fuck happened there. It's just, I saw it and I seen his hair and I was like, is that fucking, it's like he used blood for shampoo.
Yeah.
I was like, damn.
That's exactly what I said to PJ. Lexi was sitting there.
Yeah.
She was like, oh my gosh. I said, we got a bleeder. We got a bleeder.
So the Browns. So is this like a view into their season?
I think it's gonna be.
If they don't do something, that offensive line, I'd say, because Baker had three picks. One of them was straight up.
Quarter.
One of them was straight up like, you're an asshole. But like a couple of those, dude, he still shouldn't have threw the ball. Probably should have just took a sack. But
those are the things that he's supposed to be learning.
Yeah.
And he hasn't. He tied last year for the most interceptions in the league with Ben Roethlisberger. You got all this talent. You think you're going to air it out and somebody's going to grab it.
Yeah.
No. He needs to learn that you got to throw the ball away. You got to take the sack.
They got fucking brought back down to earth.
They did. And I'm glad.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Fucking OBJ out there with a $350,000 watch.
And look, I'm looking at it right here.
Idiot.
He says, I'll still be wearing the watch during games.
He said that. Even if he's going to get fined, he's still going to wear it. God, if I was defensive back, I'd be ripping it.
He said it's indestructible. He said that watch is indestructible.
Yeah, we'll see.
It's not indestructible. His arm.
Yeah, when somebody fucking rips it up,
or gets caught in a helmet or something, or you know what I mean?
Yeah, because
he's gonna hurt. He's gonna hurt himself.
Well, and the league is only gonna find you so many times before they start taking them game checks. You know what I'm saying? Like, they'll find you. If he wears the watch all 16 games, they're not going to let him play all 16 games with the watch on.
No.
Like, eventually they're going to be like, all right, dude, we're going to suspend you a game because you won't take off the fucking watch.
I mean, I hope he would just get bored of the whole thing, too, and just stop doing it. But, that's who we talk about AB problems. Well, they got some ego problems over there, too.
Yeah.
So, but we'll see. We're not going to even get a good test of how they are this week because they play the Jets.
Yeah.
Jets may be better defensively, but it's going to be tough to gauge, where they really are.
Because dude put it. What's the dude's name? Walker, the dude from Tennessee. Oh shit! What the fuck is this? The guy from Tennessee who said, they were.
Delaney Walker?
Delaney Walker,
yeah. He said,
Walker.
He said they are who they thought they were.
Yep.
Hey, I'm telling you, man.
Did you see the Landry after talking to reporters. What a dick.
Oh, well, you know what?
That's my asshole of the week right there.
Well, okay.
How are you going to ask me that question? Dude, that's your job, is to answer the questions from the media. It's part of your job.
I didn't see it. What
you cannot.
So
he's like, how can you ask me number? Just look at the power rankings too. Patriots are number 1. Excuse me. No, they asked him a question, and I forget what the question was. One of the reporters at his locker after the game, and he was like, "How are you going to ask me that right now? How are you going to ask me that right now?" He's like, "Man, please!" Like, he's really just a total dick to the reporters. The reporter's just doing his job.
Yeah.
And Baker Mayfield was the same way.
Yeah.
So,
well,
at least deal with the media better, man.
At least Jarvis Landry had a really good game, and it wasn't his fault that they lost. Landry had a really good game. I think he came into there with some high expectations for the team.
Yeah.
And I think he had a little Antonio Brown situation where about midway through the third quarter he was like, "What the fuck?"
Yeah. What what is going on here? Tom, this is Antonio. Tom.
Looking at Tom's Instagram where he took a selfie with AB earlier.
Yeah, right.
He offered to have
come stay at my house.
Yeah, Tom didn't realize. He offered. He said come stay at my house until you get settled. He doesn't realize that means Antonio Brown's social media director's got to move in with him. His personal chef's got to move in with him. His homeboys and his trainer.
And they're all going to be fucking whistling at Giselle when she walks.
I was going to say Giselle's going to come down the stairs in cornrows.
No, you know what he's going to do. You know why Tom wanted them to go over there, right?
Well,
so he can sell him the TV method, the TB12 method. That's why. So he could bring him in like he's selling Amway or something.
I mean,
you know what I mean? He had a whole presentation set up for AB. Come on.
Hey,
let that movie go.
I'm fine with that. Go. I love Go. I'm fine with that. Look at Gronk. Gronk made it a whole season on doing the TB12. Look at Amendola. You know. All right, back to the Browns though. I said Amendola. I meant Edelman.
I'm watching Amendola right now. 47 yards, ranked 3rd.
Yeah, he's on my waiver. I picked him up on the waiver wire. Well, I put a claim in for him.
Yeah.
But we're not going to find out about the Browns until week 3. Yeah. If they get demolished by the Rams, then they are who they are who we thought they were. You know, I think that's going to be the true test, which probably means they're going to get fucking destroyed. But
they probably will. The Rams looked consistent. They looked.
Yeah, I'm not going to say they look completely.
No, I mean they look good, but granted, Christian McCaffrey is a fucking dynamic dude. He was killing them.
Yeah.
That dude.
I mean, the Rams look like they're just going through the motions. This year. You know. That's pretty much what it looks.
Goff was missing passes down. You know, he had.
He was a very very mediocre.
He missed Brandon Cooks about 4 times on some deep balls that would have been definitely in for the touchdown. But they really didn't look like a Super Bowl caliber team to me. But
Cam looked like shit.
Cam
looked horrible.
Since that season that they went to the Super Bowl, he's looked horrible to me. Period.
Oh man, it's just like he looks like he don't want to be there.
He's also taken the most hits at any quarterback
Dude, he
in the league. You know.
Yeah, I mean he got sacked 3 times, 1 interception, 25 for 38 for 239 yards, no touchdowns. Those aren't good stats when you got weapons like that, man. I mean, they can't lean on McCaffrey the whole time. Dude's a beast, but they're going to run him into the ground.
He'll be like fucking Saquon and shit.
Yeah, I was really looking for him to maybe hit Greg Olsen in the middle a little bit more, and kind of spread him out a little bit and get his guys moving down the sidelines a little bit more room, you know, because getting those safeties come in a little bit to protect the middle. But
what did I say about the Rams defense, though? You know what I mean? Maybe there was I didn't watch the whole game intently. I watched most of it. I didn't watch it. I was flipping between 3 other games.
Yeah, no, we were red zoning that shit.
Yeah, we red zoned everything,
Yeah.
then we went back and watched what we thought we needed to watch.
Yeah.
So
I don't think.
I mean, what did you see? Was the Rams defense stifling them or what?
No. And they only won by 3 points. And like last season, the Rams defense wasn't like all of that. All those players that they signed.
They gave up a lot of points.
Yeah, they
Oh,
did.
yeah.
They won a lot of games, but like
But they got Aaron Donald, right?
Yeah. Oh yeah.
That's the weird thing about it. That's why that motherfucker is such a badass, because they gave up a lot of points. Even in that game against the Chiefs, Donald still had like 3 sacks, a strip. You know what I'm saying? He still gets his, but like when
he's fast.
Yeah.
Want to talk about a fast guy?
Such a damn.
His hands.
Such a monster, man.
You want to look at athletic big dude? Look at him.
Yeah, and he's not even as big as like traditional defensive linemen. Like back in the day, even just a couple years ago, there's some big dudes, man, and he can play like any position on the defensive line, and he's big, but he's not as big, fast. Fuck, man.
All right, let's see. What game you want to talk about next?
Oh no, there's so many.
Yeah,
I'm trying to see.
Let me see. Let me see what I got on my list here.
Let's go.
You want to talk about? We didn't talk about Packers Bears.
No, let's talk about Packers Bears.
Right,
Why are we going? Jump into
might as well
Anthony.
hit the scores.
Might as well just jump into the first game of the NFL season.
I was impressed.
As a snoozer as it was, but I mean,
Hey, dude.
talk about. Now, let me tell. I'm going to be honest with you. I at least watched highlights. I was at the theater watching It Chapter 2 at the time.
How was it? By the way?
I did not get to watch it live, so I thought that was a pretty good trade-off, and I'm glad I went and watched it.
Was it
a snoozer of a freaking game?
Was it good?
Oh, it was amazing. It was amazing.
All right, I'm gonna have to fucking fuck. The first one was great, but yeah, look, I was impressed. The game, I tried to keep myself from how I get when I watch Packers games, like when it starts off like the way it did, because first off, Aaron Rodgers was a tad fucking rusty.
He looked rusty.
Yeah, and then the Bears defense, because they're some fucking monsters, were like killing him, dude. He got first possession, got sacked twice. So I was able to keep myself calm, because usually at that point I'm outside and slamming the door.
Sorry. Hey, wait. I'm sorry. I had to put my mic down for a minute. My wife just brought me a beer, and I already haven't opened. She brought me one. She bought me a 6-pack. She didn't know I already bought myself a 6-pack for my podcast. So, now I have a whole bunch more.
Get wasted, man. but
let's get. Hey, let's. That means we have to extend the podcast.
Yeah.
I think.
No, but I'm sorry. I forgot. I didn't hear what you said after.
No, I said I
asked me about the movie.
I changed my when Packers games start off and they don't start off well, I get super fucking like worried and pissed off. And this time I was able to just sit there and be calm. I just watched the game, and I think first off, nobody got hurt. First off, that's the biggest fucking thing. Second off, I found out that we have a pretty good defense.
Oh no, y'all's defense, the best it's looked in 5-6 years.
I know,
easy.
Yes,
easy,
absolutely.
It was fucking great to watch it. And then, I mean, obviously the Bears defenses are fucking monsters.
Both defenses played really well.
Yeah,
definitely.
I mean,
but nobody wants to see a defensive game unless you're a diehard football fan.
Well, yeah. I mean, it's like I'll take it. I'm very satisfied with the outcome. 10-3, and the Bears defense. I mean, they were off the chain. I mean, you know what I'm saying? And I'm glad our defense was able to play at the same level as their defense did. And that one drive that we scored on, I honestly couldn't fucking believe it, because the way it started, and then all of a sudden, Aaron Rodgers, he did that no-look pass that was like fucking 40 yards.
Yeah.
He looked at defenders this way and threw it that way, which I didn't realize until like they showed the replay like later on. But yeah, I was impressed with it. I'm like, this is a division rival. Those games are always going to be hard, and we were able to, take the first one from them. You know what I'm saying? And I know last season we took the first one from them, but Aaron Rodgers also got hurt.
Yeah.
he got hurt in that game, and that kind of hampered, some games after that to where it didn't go, the way I'd like him to win anyway.
My take on that game is I didn't think Trubisky looked as good as he did last year. I mean, maybe
he's not the answer for them at QB, man. To me, but yeah, go ahead.
I mean, I think it's still early to say that.
Yeah,
but that's something we're gonna have to see going forward. I don't know how much he played in the preseason. Probably just
he played 3 snaps, 3 handoffs.
That's it.
Yep.
3 handoffs. Well, there you go. I mean, everyone wants to bitch about preseason, but it obviously gets some rust off of you. There you go. Rodgers didn't play preseason.
Carson Wentz didn't, and they were losing in the first half. Remember?
They were losing in the first half. Took them a little while to get the groove going.
Yep.
So we'll see with Trubisky again. The first week in the NFL is tough. You can't go off of anything. I mean, if you're going to go off of the first week, then it's going to be Kansas City, New England. Actually, it's going to be Baltimore, New England. Playing in Baltimore with the number 1 seed. We got to see as it goes on, but I thought Trubisky was going to look a little bit better than he did.
Rodgers, to me, looked a little flat, man. I'm going to be honest. He looked flat coming out, and it was really slow. And I talked last week about it, and I think this part of it is to where I'm going to stick with what I said, and it's an adjustment. This is like an adjustment thing. He's adjusting to the new offense that
and
that he's putting out there. Was that LaFleur?
LaFleur. Yeah, Matt LaFleur.
Yeah. That he's putting out there. I think that there's some adjustment on both of their parts that they're going to have to come to a head here, and it will start clicking again. It will definitely start clicking again.
Hey, at least he fucking gave him the game ball after the game.
Yeah, he did.
But another thing too is like, even as a Packers fan, like I still get really to see what the new offense looks like, because the Bears was fucking destroying. You know what I mean?
Well, they couldn't get into rhythm. That's for sure.
Yeah, yeah.
Right.
That's all season for because we got to play them again.
Yeah.
They're gonna be. Well, the Bears defense was who we thought they were.
Boy, we're gonna say that a few times this week.
Yeah. All right, let's jump next game. I'm gonna go Panthers Rams. We were just talking about the Rams a little bit just a few minutes ago. Well, we just said it.
We talked Titan Browns. Do we need to do Dolphins Ravens?
Well, we talked.
No, we talked about that.
We talked Browns. We didn't talk Titans Browns.
Yeah.
I mean,
Titans legit were probably like all week long, like, guess what we're going to go in here and do? Like, these dudes have been the talk of the offseason besides fucking AB. So you know what we're going to do? We're going to go in here and we're going to destroy these dudes. You know what I mean? Like, that was probably, like, the coach probably was saying, hey, look, these guys think they are here. Let's go show them that they're not here. You know what I mean?
Yeah, they did.
They came in there and
whooped them.
Whooped them.
Mm-hmm. I mean, I don't think that they're. I think the Browns are worse than we expected them to be, and I think that the Titans are better than we expected them to be.
But also,
the Browns are feeling themselves way too much. Man.
And also, though, like, maybe we can. The Titans are probably better than we thought they were going to be, but also they were up for that game. You know what I mean? Season opener, and it's the big-headed Browns. Let's come in here. Now, are they going to play like that for the rest of the season? Who knows? You know what I'm saying?
I mean, Marcus Mariota. We'll see. We'll see. I don't see him balling out like that for the rest of the season. Delaney Walker had himself a game.
Yep.
Oh shit.
Hunter Henry.
Oh,
not Hunter Henry. No, not Hunter Henry.
No, Hunter Henry had a decent game. They're running back. Derrick Henry.
Yeah,
Derrick Henry. That's what I
know all about.
That guy, man. I'll tell him what. You give him 20 yards to run, you can't stop him.
Dude, I know all about
Derrick
Henry.
He's going to go through you. He will go through you. Yeah. That is a big boy. He'll bowl you over, man.
Yeah. He gets him a little while to get a full head of steam, but once he does,
Oh, yeah.
We'll see another notable.
But the Titans play the Colts next week, who honestly really surprised me.
Impressive.
They did a great job. I thought they came in with a good game plan.
How about Marlon Mack, man? Holy cow. That boy got loose
on
a couple runs.
Yeah.
He went off. And I think that's exactly what the Colts fans needed was to see that.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, because honestly,
Brissett came alive towards the end of the game.
Yeah, they had the Colts got the shittiest hand dealt to them.
Oh man, by far.
This offseason. Well, literally the last preseason game.
Yep.
So it had to make them feel good to see that Brissett looked good. Like you said, Marlon Mack looked good.
Yeah.
The whole team looked good, and I think that Titans Colts going to be a damn good game.
Yeah.
Coming up this week.
Because the Titans, they're probably pretty high on themselves right now. I mean, I ain't gonna say big headed, but they just went in there and did what they just did to the team that everybody was, hey, the Browns are gonna be the fuck, and they went in there and destroyed, and so they'll come to play a Colts team who barely lost to the Chargers.
Yeah, and who really played well, and Chargers great team.
Mm-hmm.
You know, so I think they went in. I think the Colts went into practice this week saying, you know what?
Yeah,
I think we got this.
Yeah,
you know, we're gonna be all right.
Mm-hmm.
And
speaking of the damn Chargers, like Melvin, that dude ain't. He might as well show up.
Austin Eckler, man, just a little dump out to him to let him go.
Oh yeah,
that Austin Eckler was running all over that field. Just busting through coverages.
He was
so nice.
And if Gordon doesn't,
and he's a little guy, man. He's not
tiny.
big.
Yeah, he's tiny.
Eckler. Yeah. If Gordon doesn't just go ahead and show up and play some football, he's going to end up in a bad situation. Like, he's going to get traded to the Dolphins or something.
Yeah, right.
You know what I'm saying? Like, he might as well show up now because they done proved they can move the ball without him. So, dude, he might as well just go ahead and show up. No matter who he gets traded to, nobody's going to pay him what he wants, probably.
No. Well, no.
Even if he goes to the Dolphins, like, who would be they would love to give away some more dudes.
Well, they're gonna have plenty of cap space because all their guys are gonna be the fuck out of there.
Yeah.
So, we'll see what happens.
Yeah, right.
But I think that's actually my most anticipated game this week.
What's that? The Colts,
Chargers,
Colts and Titans.
Yeah, Colts Titans.
Oh, okay, yeah.
I think it's gonna be.
Colts Titans, yeah.
Yeah, I think it's gonna be really good.
That's a good matchup. Definitely a good even matchup right there.
Yeah, I think so for sure,
dude. Okay.
We're gonna go over we're gonna do our picks for next week though, right?
Yeah, we will.
Sure.
Yeah.
So we'll get to hit on every game a little bit later.
Mm-hmm.
We don't want to make this thing go an hour and 45 minutes like we did last time.
No, I mean, like, you put a timer on it, man. We get 2 minutes for each game, and that's it.
We're 42 minutes right now.
See,
it doesn't even feel like it. I'll jump
on.
All
right, well, let's go hit the rest of these games then.
Okay. Cowboys Giants. Me and you were looking at each other. We was watching the beginning. I was like, dude, the Giants about to beat the Cowboys. They came down the field.
Old man Witten getting in there for a little easy touchdown. A lot of separation between a lot of the receivers for Dak, and that's a big thing.
Yeah,
that's something to take off the Giants' defense. That's how poor they are.
Exactly what I was going to say.
Let's not get all
No, trust me,
all excited about it too much, but the Cowboys did look good. They looked clean.
The Cowboys did look good. Zeke looked good. He didn't look like he missed all the training camp.
Mm-mm.
He went out there and had himself a little game.
They limited his snaps. They limited his snaps,
of course.
Which was good. They needed to get him into a little bit of football condition because we talked about that last week.
Dak looked damn
they
good.
Did that right. Yep. Yeah. How about Michael Gallup, dude? That guy is going to be a baller. Okay, I'm going to tell you right now.
He's
Gallup
fast.
is going to be a baller.
He's fast.
Huh?
Fast.
He's fast, and he's great after the catch. He's big, and I don't know. I just really he flashed yesterday.
We'll see.
During that game.
We'll see next week because who do they play? Another surprise this week. A team that I really shit on last time. They play the Redskins next week. Redskins shocked the shit out of me.
Yeah, they did.
Oh yeah, I texted you about that.
Well, fucking Case Keenum.
I was like, uh-oh. I said,
dude,
they're going to be.
That's
a little bit of a surprise to me. Because you were saying that the Redskins are a dumpster fire, and I was like, I don't know, man. They look like they might be putting something together, and they looked good for the first half. Then the Eagles put it on.
Eagles looked really sluggish coming out of the gate, and
I mean, we were saying, Carson Wentz didn't play. He didn't play in the preseason at all, not a snap.
And it looked like it.
Yeah.
But I mean, Deshaun Jackson coming back,
Jesus,
and
hey, how about these old?
Alshon Jeffrey too, yeah.
Yeah, Alshon Jeffrey had a great game.
He's still doing it. But how about Vernon Davis?
That's what I was just about to say.
Did you see that play, man?
These older cats.
Vernon Davis just mowing over people, leaping over people. I love
Dude,
it, man.
That's what I was about to
great.
say. These older dudes in the league that like showed out this like Deshaun Jackson and Vernon Davis. And fucking Alshon Jeffrey's getting up there too. He's been in the league a while. Deshaun Jackson is still like fucking
probably one of the fastest guys in the league.
Yeah. But no, that was surprising to me that they held their own for the first part of the game, and then the Eagles really had to struggle to get back, and that was just it was real surprising.
5-point game.
That was surprising.
We'll see if they play as good with against Dallas next week this week.
Against the Cowgirls, yeah.
Yeah, I might have to eat my words a little bit. I mean, I doubt
we'll see if those
happen, but
where's the game at? Is it in Dallas? It's in
Washington? It's in Washington.
Nice.
So we'll
do you think the Redskins are better than the Giants?
Yes.
Yeah, I do.
I'll give you
okay,
that.
then they got a shot, man. Although Zeke does have another week with the team with contact, so that's another good thing.
Oh, well, look, like I said, we'll see what happens. Definitely see what happens.
What other games haven't we touched on?
It was a bunch we had.
Jacksonville.
Dude, I had messaged you. I was on my way over here, and I messaged you. I said, dude, the Kansas City fan's about to have a heart attack right now.
Yeah.
When Mahomes got hurt and he went limping off the field.
Sprained his ankle or something?
Yeah, something like that. They just taped it up real good. He came back out there.
Yeah.
He was a trooper about it.
And I'll tell you what, that game would
sprain isn't nothing.
That game would have been a lot closer if Nick Foles didn't go down with the broken collarbone.
Dude. That sucks for them, man.
Like made of porcelain.
I mean, but you know that, but that as we talked about last week, those teams are exactly what we thought they were going to be. Jacksonville issues,
Yep.
But as soon as he went out, game was over.
Mm-hmm.
Kansas City, tons of throwing the ball.
Yep. Tyreek Hill got hurt.
And they're giving up points, Kansas City was giving up points.
They gave up points just like they always do. Tyreek Hill's out now.
Was it a clavicle or something like that? Or
he
had a collarbone?
It's basically the same thing that happened to Nick Foles, just not as severe.
Yeah.
Like they just say he'll miss weeks as opposed to Nick Foles is like on the IR to midseason.
Yeah. So, well, that is exactly what we thought. And Sammy Watkins, stepped in for Tyreek.
Jesus, man.
Man. Killed
me. By the way, I lost every single fantasy game I had this week. Every person I played either had Watkins. Oh, no, I had him on one team. He was on my bench. Remember I showed that shit to you? Oh, so heartbreaking. But, yeah. They
I went 2-4. 2 of 4. So I'm 50%.
I went 2-0.
Yeah, you beat me, you bastard.
I'm only in 2 leagues this year. I can't be doing all kinds of leagues now because I got basketball coming up. I got to do leagues and that.
All right. Y'all want to touch real quick on the shit show that was the 49ers Buccaneers?
No.
No. I'm going to tell you what. I actually wrote down notes for every single game on this. The Kansas City Jacksonville game, I have to tell you guys, I have to say this one thing. Well, they had it on Come On Man, okay, on Monday Night Football. So Mahomes went for that no-look pass to Travis Kelce in the end zone.
Missed him.
And he missed him by like 5 yards.
He
trying to do the no-look pass. That made me laugh so hard, dude.
He said he owes Kelce lunch now.
Dude,
Kelce out there wide open.
And then how much he was wide open in the corner of the end zone, the left corner, and he missed him. I had to just say that about that Kansas City game. So when I wrote down all these games and all these little notes that I want to talk about, I actually have 5 games underneath a list that says shit shows.
Was one of those Bengals Seahawks?
Yep. Well, go ahead. We'll see. Well, hold on. There's 5 of them. Let's see if you can find out which 5 they are.
I already called out the.
You got that one?
Okay, 49ers Bucks.
Yep.
Okay.
I don't know, man.
Vikings Falcons.
The Vikings Falcons got to be a
That's
shit show.
it. Yeah. And then we talked about Broncos Raiders, didn't we?
No, we haven't talked about them yet.
Okay, so that was another one because I thought that was a shit show.
Bills Jets.
I didn't see.
No, actually, Bills Jets goes underneath it. So hold on. I didn't. So there were 6.
Yeah.
The last one I had was Lions Cardinals.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, we don't need.
I thought that was a shit show.
No. See, I don't think Lions Cardinals was a shit show. That was actually really.
That was a good game.
That was a good game. I can't put that on a shit show.
I can't really speak on Raiders Broncos because I didn't see any other game.
I was passed
I went to bed
out.
as soon as the Saints game
Really?
was over.
Did you watch the Lions Cardinals? Did you
No,
watch any of it?
It was coming through on Red Zone. We were watching Red Zone.
Yeah, we watched.
So I watched it. I watched the end of it. I watched Matt Patricia shit his pants live on TV. Okay, with his little cart.
Oh, he's still carting it.
His little scooter, his little leg scooter, or whatever.
Dude, if I ever see him on one of those like one leg up scooters where you do like this with the other leg, it's like a skateboard, but
flipping around. He goes all around like golf cart or ATV.
Well,
I
listen,
love it. You see him at practices and stuff on it.
I guess we did talk about that because we talked about Kyler Murray.
Oh yeah,
we talked about Kyler Murray. We talked about that, so that's why I was kind of like, that one was kind of borderline for me. I thought it was a shit show because Kyler didn't do good at all for the first 3 quarters of the game. And then the Lions, like I said, crapped their pants at the end. So
it's 2 teams we don't think are going to do much this year either.
Yeah.
So I mean,
right. So that's why they fall under my shit show. Like, don't need to talk about
they
it.
fall
into. I think we've already talked too much about it.
I mean, technically, do they both have the worst records in the leagues because they don't have a win or loss?
That's pretty. That's at the bottom.
They're like in limbo. It's really, they don't have anything. They don't know where they are. So,
I mean, I don't think we need to talk about Steelers Patriots. We all know what that was. Beat down.
Do we need it? We didn't get to talk about it at all.
All right, let's talk about it for 2 minutes. Because what was it? It was total domination. It was going in.
It was the Tomlin shit show.
It was the Tomlin shit show. That guy was pissed.
He went his pants. He said that after the game, he said we were not prepared for prime time.
Yo, he did.
We were not prepared for prime time. You idiot. That's what you had. How long to prepare for this fucking game?
Hey man,
and
I will give him
prime time, and you're gonna sit there and tell me you weren't prepared for prime time. Guess what? That falls on you, idiot.
You know what
I don't like him as a coach. A lot of people praise him. I hate him. Dude.
I don't hate him.
You know what they weren't prepared for? They weren't prepared to see Julian Edelman throw a backwards pass to James White.
Yeah,
that ended up. Being a 32-yard gain.
You mean Tom Brady throw a backwards pass to Edelman to throw a forward pass to White?
No, was it a forward pass? All right, yeah. Well, you know what I meant. They weren't ready for that.
Actually, you know what? No, I think you might be right about the backwards pass from Edelman. I think they said it was 2 backwards passes.
I thought it was 2 backwards passes.
I think they said that, but you can't forget the Brady backwards pass to Edelman.
Yeah, well, I mean that just shows you how smart and how prepared they are. As soon as that ball was hiked,
yeah,
you saw Edelman 3 yards backwards.
Yep.
Boom, strike.
Prepared for that shit.
And the Pittsburgh defense too. Did you see them giving up on a lot of those routes that what's his name was running?
They gave up on every. Did you see the center give up on hiking the ball?
Yeah. Did you see the call? Did you see the call on them?
That was
everybody was.
Oh, yep.
All the linemen except for the
false start.
Yep.
Everybody except for the center is false start. Oh Lord. What a clown show!
That's comical.
That was so good.
I mean,
oh man, I almost lost my voice that night. I was just shooting and hollering.
To sum that up, it was a pretty dominant performance. I'm not going to give as much credit to the Pittsburgh's defense being bad as to y'all fucking having a great game plan, like coming out, dropping the banner, and then like, you know what I'm saying? Let's fucking get these fans. Hey, let's take them down because I mean. And Pittsburgh might have been feeling a tad little bit of shell shock after that fucking Antonio Brown signing.
Oh yeah,
you know what I mean? Like it's insult to injury, dude. It's like,
But I'll say this: Patriots offense looks well.
It looked good.
It looked good. It looked like it looked last year.
Yeah,
I really
could
thought.
you imagine Antonio Brown watching that game?
Yeah, well,
he's like, oh, they don't need me, I guess.
oh, he was so happy to see that.
Yeah.
But you know,
especially because it was the Steelers that got beat.
I wasn't missing Gronk as much as I thought I was going to be, and I think that the defense actually is better than they were last year. I think we probably have one of the best defenses in the league.
Yeah, it carried over from the Super Bowl, that's for sure.
For sure, I think I think we're better than that, and
yeah, we definitely added to it with Collins.
Yeah,
and as little as Bennett played,
Collins had himself a game.
But Bennett played the little bit that he played. He was kind of non-existent there. He kind of missed him in the whole and everything. So
well, he also
and then we got Jones. What did you think of Jones, man?
How many deep balls did Roethlisberger have?
He had one to Juju, and then one to Washington.
That
was it.
Pittsburgh lives on the long ball.
Yep.
They live on the big chunk plays. They didn't have hardly any.
Well, also Bill was probably just like, you basically only have the game plan for.
We'll close with this because we can't spend too much time on this stuff. We got a bunch of stuff to get to, right? Yeah. So why don't we just do? Let's just say who's playing for second place now in the AFC.
I think still Chiefs.
Yeah,
that's definitely Chiefs. Definitely Chiefs.
Definitely Chiefs.
Yeah, definitely Chiefs.
All right. What do you want to move on to next? Because I know I don't want to make this thing go too long. So I'll sit here and talk forever. I'm Pat. So shut it up now.
Go ahead, man.
I don't know. Texans Saints last night.
Yeah, we'll let that be the last game we hit on as far as like the ones that have already been played.
Yeah.
But that
okay.
I watched that game. It was great.
Good.
I thought it was a good game. Deshaun Watson he balled out.
He did,
and he still lost, which he's probably, pissed about. But
he lost by a 58-yard field goal.
Dude, 58.
And a final drive with 37 seconds left.
And you know what? I said it earlier when they were talking about it. That prevent defense that.
Why are you playing that?
The Texans got in when the Saints.
There was no pressure. They had to have pressure on the quarterback, man, at the end there. On Drew Brees. They didn't do it.
Well, that's not the problem. It's not the pressure up front. Is the Saints only needed like 8 yards to get in the field goal range, and they just prevent defense. Like all of the corners, the whole secondary was like 10, 20 yards back, and so
that's all they tried.
Yeah,
that's all that New Orleans tried to get was just that little bit, just to get in the field goal range. Yep. They weren't trying to win the game with a touchdown.
What did they do? They did like 11, 15, and then another 8-yard pass or something like that, and then they were in field goal range.
Yep. That's Romeo Cornell just calling up some bad defenses and let.
Do you know he's the oldest coach in the league at 72 years old?
Damn, Rome is 72?
Yeah, that's what they were talking about today.
Man,
72. He's the oldest coach in the league right now, I think. That's what they were saying today in the radio.
That's old, man.
He holds a special place in my heart.
Oh,
Him and Charlie Weiss, always and forever.
They actually probably should have legitimately never have left. Well, I don't know. Would you rather have?
The Houston Texans lost that game, dude. The Houston Texans lost that game more than the New Orleans won it because they had a chance to win the game on that extra point before I went to OT.
Yeah.
And he missed the extra point.
Yeah.
He missed the freaking extra point. When have kickers become so much bigger in the final end of the game? I mean, I swear in the past 2 years, 3 years, it's become it's down to the kicker. I understand Vinatieri back in the day for the Patriots and stuff like that. It's the only people I could really think of.
He didn't look good this week, man.
Yeah, he looked horrible.
Oh man!
But
Vinatieri looked horrible.
I mean, you bring it back to when they moved the extra point back.
Yeah.
Everyone thought it was stupid. Why are you doing this?
Mm-hmm.
It's a give me anyway.
Well, this is why. To give them a chance.
And now you see kickers more often than
missing
the extra points.
The thing that's crazy about Lutz's kick to win the game is like he missed a couple before that.
Yeah,
he missed the 57-yarder.
Yeah.
Before that, and then he kicked the 58.
That could have been good for 63.
Yeah,
I mean
that's what they were saying. It could have been good for 63. Yeah,
he booted that ball. But yeah, that was a good game. That was an awesome way to for me to end a Sunday night. I know there's one more. I don't care about fucking Broncos and fucking Raiders, but
really good game.
Yeah, awesome game.
All right, let's jump. Week 2 NFL. All right, we'll start with Thursday's game. Bucks, Panthers. Like, you want to watch it because it's football.
But I'll be like,
dude, Jameis Winston looked like some good garbage. Like,
it's not gonna be. It's not one that I'm gonna be upset to be going to bed early.
If you have McCaffrey on your fantasy team, you're probably licking your chops because he's probably gonna have like fucking 60 points.
Yeah.
But not like
safe to say we're all gonna pick the Panthers.
Yes.
Yeah. Oh yeah. 100%.
All right.
Okay.
Next up,
I think it's gonna I'm looking at 49ers Bengals. I think it's gonna be another shit show game. I think the Bengals played way out of their.
Against the Seahawks.
Yeah. Yes. I don't know. I don't think that. I don't see the Red Rocket. Playing as good as he did. I'm kind of worried about Joe. I'm kind of worried about Mixon coming back with his ankle. We'll see about that, but I don't see that game being a good watch. And I'm actually, man, I don't know. This one's a tough one to pick.
Chargers Lions.
Oh.
What are you guys going to? I didn't even do my pick for 49ers Bengals.
Oh, I thought we were on.
I'm going to go 49ers.
Yeah, I'll go 49ers.
I'm going Niners on it. I think Garoppolo has a game.
Nah, he needs to after last week.
Yeah, I think Garoppolo's going to have a game. He needs to get his act together because if not, he's going to be sitting on the bench. He's going to be a backup again.
Yeah.
Jump to probably one of the games of the week. Vikings Green Bay.
Yeah.
Now this is going to be a game. Vikings fucking destroyed the Falcons.
Yeah.
But
it's the Falcons.
Yeah, it's
their
the
defense.
Falcons.
It's our home opener. Jesus Christ, man. But
so it's in Green Bay?
Yeah, it's in Green Bay. You know who I'm gonna pick, but anyway, I'm not just gonna pick them off. If the defense can play like they played last week,
y'all got a good chance.
Yeah, I mean, because like again, it's hard to gauge the Vikings' good performance week 1 because they were playing against the Falcons. You know what I'm saying?
I want to see y'all's defense.
Yeah, you're gonna see it in this one because Kirk Cousins isn't gonna play as bad as fucking Mitch Trubisky did. You know what I'm saying? So now you're really gonna be able to see the defense. Yeah.
Yeah, I want to see them go against veteran. I think they're gonna.
And the good thing is the Vikings defense isn't as good as the Bears defense. They got a good defense, but it's not. Those are monsters of the midway.
Yeah, I mean, I got Packers on that game. I think the defense is going to hold up again, and I think we're going to get pretty decent game out of that.
Really, I got Vikings on that one. I think it's going to be a little bit of an upset. Kirk Cousins going to come out firing, and feeling himself right now too. So Dalvin Cook. I don't think Green Bay is going to be able to stop Cook in the run at all. Dalvin Cook balled out last week with 21 carries, 111 yards, 2 touchdowns. So I still think we're going to see it's going to be an adjustment for Aaron Rodgers and LaFleur. I think we're in that adjustment stage. Maybe I'll be surprised. Hopefully I am on your part, Anthony, that I'm surprised that they start making it work. But with the home opener in Lambeau, I think it's going to be a little bit of an upset, man. It's going to be a good game to watch. I'm going to tell you that much. But let me go ahead and just keep picking against Green Bay till they lose.
And look, hopefully
for your sake, okay? I'm going to just keep doing that. All right.
For me, let's see. Yeah, they don't play till. Oh shit, they don't play till 8:20. No, it's not going to be on TV. Hold on, who would have?
You can do all the 12 o'clock games right now.
No, they got 1 p.m.
Or 1 o'clock games.
Well, I'm gauging to see whether or not I'm gonna be able to like really watch it and not be red zoney Sunday because here, I mean, in Georgia, they're probably gonna be showing Cowboys Redskins at 1 o'clock. the Falcons don't play till Sunday Night Football, so you know what I'm saying?
I need to teach you how to use a Fire Stick.
I got one here. Well,
I see it all. I see it all.
Well.
So
what else we got here?
After that, we got Colts Titans, which
we already said was probably going to be.
Yeah, I think that's going to be a great game.
Yep.
What's your pick though on that one?
I think the Colts come out with it. They played really, really, really damn good, and
second week in a row on the road too.
Yeah, I don't see them slowing down.
I'm gonna go with the Colts. I think they were, as opposed to like some teams how they might feel after losing week one, the way the game was close and they still lost. I think they probably take that as that's some inspiration right there. You know what I'm saying? That they were able to come out and play like the way they did when in the first half it looked like they was gonna get dusted.
Yeah, Colts all the way on this one. John?
I'm Titans. I think the Titans are gonna demolish the Colts. I think it's gonna be upset. It's gonna be upsetting. They're gonna get the percent. And that's gonna be the problem.
We'll
Titans
see.
have a good defense. And I think they're gonna be able to push through and get at them. And that kid does not work good under pressure. That run option they run with Brissett, but they're gonna have to run with Brissett, isn't gonna work so well. So and they got a good secondary. A really good secondary, man. And they could defend the pass very well. I mean, they got Malcolm Butler too. So we're gonna see.
We'll see if they can put up.
You picked the Colts, Anthony?
Yes.
Okay. I'm gonna write these down so we have a reference here.
Okay. So he could be like,
Niners. You did 49ers Bengals, right?
Yeah. I picked Niners.
Everybody picked the Niners on that one.
Everybody picked the Niners.
This one right here looks like it might be fucking good.
Who else we do already? Vikings Pack.
Yeah.
Sorry.
Let's hit
And then you guys picked the Pack.
Mm-hmm.
Picked the Vikings. I think those are the only three we did so far, right? Oh no, Tampa Bay and Carolina. I think we all picked Carolina.
Yeah, we all picked Carolina.
All right, go ahead. Sorry, I didn't mean to.
Steelers Seahawks.
Whoo!
It's in Pittsburgh. Seattle barely squeaked out the win against the Bengals on Sunday. So you got a Steelers team that's like, if they're still reeling from getting destroyed Sunday night, like they might be trying to get some get back.
They need some get back if they want to still be in this conversation of being an elite team.
Yeah.
I honestly.
And that's in Pittsburgh?
Yes, it's in Pittsburgh. Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, I'm thinking that Pittsburgh's they're gonna come out firing on this one. I don't think the Seahawks are going to be able to travel well.
I will see Pittsburgh's Pittsburgh's actually at -4.
Really?
Yeah.
Yeah, they're giving 3.5. Well, they're giving 3.5.
Yeah, they're giving 3. No, they're
so,
giving 4 now.
Oh.
So
okay.
I'm gonna pick.
Maybe
Pittsburgh.
I need to refresh my page.
I'm gonna pick the Steelers. I know week one is always shaky for a lot of teams, so you can the Seahawks barely beating the Bengals might be just them getting their wheels back up on them for some like a full season of play. But I'm gonna go with the Steelers. I think they're not gonna want to look like they looked out at Sunday late night Sunday night when fucking Mike Tomlin was on there talking about we're some clowns.
I don't see them coming out and play. Well, it's tough going from West Coast.
Seattle has a travel.
West Coast to East Coast, and then having an early 1 o'clock game.
That's like a 9 o'clock game for them.
So I think I got to go Seahawks in a close one.
You gonna go Seahawks close?
Yeah. Really?
Yeah. If I was betting on this game, I think I would take the Steelers with the points.
Okay.
Oh, that fucking close. Okay.
Yeah.
Well.
Let's see. We skipped over. Did we go Chargers? We skipped over Chargers Lions.
Yeah, Chargers.
Chargers. Not even gonna.
Did you hear that, Jonathan?
Chargers Lions.
Yeah.
Chargers are only giving 2.5 right now.
Really?
Yeah.
They're giving a lot of credit to the Lions defense.
Way too much.
What list are you guys looking at?
No,
Yeah.
well, what do you have it up on? He's got it on ESPN. I'm on NFL.com, and I'm just
I got the score app.
okay.
We're all over the fucking
We're all
place.
looking at different stuff.
Yeah, and I just went to
All
like
right.
week 2, and
Where you going next?
Well, who'd you get? Chargers, Lions.
Oh, everybody's picking the Chargers.
Yeah.
dude,
I thought that's what we were all just like. Okay, yeah, Chargers. Okay, move on.
check. Hey, this one is gonna be game of the week. I'm gonna call it Saints Rams.
Ooh.
Saints Rams at 4:30
That's a
on
good one.
Sunday. I mean, I'm gonna go Saints just because they got a bad taste in their mouth from what happened at the end of last season with the no call and stuff. I think they're gonna be like they're gonna want this one. I think a lot more than the Rams will.
Yeah, I got to go along with you on that one. I think the Saints are going to go out there and probably have their game of the year.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
And
Really?
yeah, I do.
And once again, the Rams got a well. No, it's in Los Angeles. So okay, because the Rams had to travel to Carolina last week. Yeah, I don't see how the Saints don't come in here
Pissed off.
Yeah, and say, look, let's go in here and make a statement, and then let's move on. Because most picks for like the top of the NFC, who people think are going to be represented in the Super Bowl, is the Rams or the Saints. So I'm sure they want to make like an early season statement.
Yeah, but the Rams are giving 3, aren't they?
Are they? I can't see that online.
Yeah. So I'm gonna go with the Rams.
2.5.
You gonna go with the Rams?
Yeah.
That's
Go with the Rams.
it is the
Because
Rams.
I
It's their
think
home
their
opener.
defense is going to stifle the Saints. I think that they're going to put some pressure on Breeze.
We'll see. They
They
couldn't
got some
stifle.
big-
They couldn't stifle this week, so we'll see.
And the
what
Saints-
happens.
and the
I
Saints
think they will.
do-
I think they'll start clicking.
The Saints have a dynamic back like McCaffrey.
Let's see. We skipped over
Kamara, yeah.
Yeah.
They
Yeah.
do. They do, but I don't know, man. With them
I think
traveling to the West Coast, I think that's going to be a problem for them.
That's definitely going to be a game I'm not going to miss. I'll
No.
probably watch the whole thing. I'm probably
That's-
not going to watch that in Red Zone.
That's gonna be on TV for sure.
It's definitely going to be another close game for the Saints. It's going to be a fourth quarter. You don't know who's going to win still. You know what I mean? It's going to be one of those games to me. But I think the Rams are going to pull it out.
What you got?
Skipped over a bunch of 1:00 games.
Okay.
We haven't.
Let's just
a
go.
bunch of them.
Let's just go quick. Shit show. Bills Giants.
I'm gonna go Giants.
Bills.
I just guessed in my head just now. Bills or Giants because
I'm going Giants. Actually, Bills are favored to win this game. I'm going. Well, actually, you know what? No. Shepard's out with the
he's the
concussion protocol. I think the Bills come out with this one.
Hey, their defense did play lights out second half against the Jets.
You still going to stick with Giants though, Anthony?
No, I'll go Bills. I'll go Bills.
Yeah.
I didn't realize Shepard was not going to be there.
You're making me erase. All right. All right. What about Jags Texans?
Oh man, you know what, Texans. I would have thought about it longer, but Nick Foles.
Yeah,
I think everybody's going Texans.
Texans.
Just because of the injuries to the Jags, and
Mm-hmm.
they got a good defense. I hope we're surprised by that one.
We got
Just because I feel bad.
Cardinals Ravens. I think everyone's.
That was the next one I was going to go to.
I'm gonna go Ravens.
Ravens.
That's also their home opener.
Yeah.
Yep. Gotcha.
Now we got a tough one to pick here.
You talk about the Madden game.
On easy, we got Patriots Dolphins.
Oh my God, dude!
Any team ever
in Miami? It's in Miami. Let me just go ahead and say that. I think the line is 18.5. Patriots are giving 18.5.
It is 18.5.
And that moved from earlier today. I think it was at 13.5 this morning. So it moved. It's been bet up that much that it's at 18.5.
I don't think any of us have to pick that game.
Yes. It's Jesus Christ.
I can't talk about it anymore.
I don't. Yeah,
I hear him opening up another beer.
Yeah, y'all ever see a
sigh?
Has there ever been an NFL team that put up 100 on a team?
No.
Okay, well,
And you know what? Honestly,
Is that going to be your hot take for the week?
that's my hot take.
honestly, like, especially from what happened Sunday, for what you guys did on Sunday night to how the Dolphins performed, I have never been more sure that a team is going to win in my entire football. I'm serious, man.
What about the line? What about giving 18.5 points? How much money would you put that we're going to beat them by more than 18.5?
You would have to put a lot to. You would have to put a lot to win a little. I'll just say that.
You would.
But what would would you bet money on that?
Yeah, I would bet money.
Would you bet?
Yeah, of course I would.
Would you be betting like 10 grand on that, something like that? If you had 10
How
grand
much would
to
you
bet?
get back? 10 grand. What
Oh,
are you making?
I
don't have the odds.
Oh,
I would have to look at the odds. But you would
Yeah,
probably
you
have
to
to
look at
bet.
the odds. I don't have that.
You would
either.
probably have to bet $100 to win 20.
$100.
No.
No, it's not. Yeah, not those odds.
All right, so we all got that one down. Did we?
That's easy.
Cowboys Redskins.
Good game.
Good game.
Yeah.
So unlike 2 days ago, we have a lot of good games this Sunday.
Yeah, we do.
So.
Well, you know what? We had a few that were supposed to be good last Sunday, and they just didn't turn out good.
And maybe this will be one of them. Maybe my
because you remember when we were looking at Browns and Tennessee. I mean, I thought it'd be a better game.
We all thought it was going to be a better game.
Let's see.
Well, yeah, I got the Cowboys winning that game for sure.
Yeah, Cowboys.
I think my real Redskins going to show up.
Yep, I have the Cowboys, even though I need to push for that non-dumpster fire at the Redskins. And I think the Cowboys are going to extinguish it. They're just going to extinguish them. It's not going to be good enough. So we're good. Cowboys all the way across, then.
What you got over there?
Chiefs Raiders.
Bears.
405.
Oh, Chiefs. Oh yeah, Chiefs Raiders.
Yeah,
Chiefs.
I'm gonna go
Everybody's
Chiefs.
got that.
Couple of 1-0 teams going at it.
Yeah. No, I think Derek Carr throws. I think he throws at least 2 picks in this game.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. I'm gonna go Chiefs on that.
Chiefs.
It's in Oakland. It's in Oakland, right? Yeah.
Yeah.
I say Chiefs too, but I think Mahomes gets injured.
Playing on that shit baseball field.
Dude, you predicting injuries?
Wow.
No, I think he's gonna get hurt.
You think the ankle's
he's
not
gonna
gonna
get
be
hurt.
right?
He's gonna underestimate the Raiders defense, and he's gonna go running off, and somebody's gonna clip him. Guaranteed. Guaranteed.
Dude,
man.
you know what? Like,
he's gonna try a no-look pass, and someone's gonna hit him from the side where he's not looking.
I think he's done with that no-look pass shit.
I
think Andy Reid was like, you know what? It was cool last year when you did it.
Dude, you know,
you're trying too hard.
Mahomes,
you're sweaty.
Mahomes, you think he'd be faster? Like his build?
Whoa.
You think he'd be a faster, like, what was that? Was that you?
Yeah.
Oh, come off your phone?
Yeah. turn my phone on and
he just looks to me like when I first saw him try to run last season when in his debut, I was like, dude's not as fast as I thought he'd be. Let's see a battle of defenses right here. Bears, Broncos.
Ooh. Now this another game that's going to tell us if the first game was a fluke or if it actually shows what this team's going to look like this year.
Yeah. I'm going to go Bears.
I'm going to go Bears, too. I think Trubisky bounces back.
And they got too many weapons. They got too many weapons for just the quarterback to hold them back against the Broncos.
I think I see Flacco getting sacked 4 times.
Oh, yeah.
Yep.
Oh, he looked like...
in the first half. And...
The replays I saw of him, he looking like some trash out there.
Yeah, he looked like doo-doo. Definitely looked like doo-doo.
Oh, man. Fucking Flacco.
See, we already talked Saints, Rams,
Yeah.
Eagles, Falcons.
So, the Mercedes-Benz Stadium will be rocking Sunday night.
Ooh, and then it'll be silent about the third quarter.
I'm gonna have to go. I'm gonna have to go.
The
Eagles.
Falcons are dead in the water.
Eagles are gonna fuck them up. I'm sorry. Falcons they have one of the worst offensive lines in the league.
And the thing is, they just paid Julio all that money. Like you said the other day, they should have put that in the offensive line because Julio's a little bit old. He's still.
Julio's fine. They just won't throw him a damn pass when you get towards the red zone.
He can't.
Well, he scored a touchdown last week.
Yeah.
Well, the problem is
from how far out?
Well, the problem is that Matt Ryan is running for his life, and he has no time to set his feet and get an accurate pass in there. And if he's throwing the ball away or trying to throw it quick because he's getting chased, it's not giving Julio enough time to get open.
Because Julio, it's going to Sanu or one of those other dudes that are like 5 yards away from the line of scrimmage, where he has to get it away quick. And so who y'all picking? I pick Eagles.
Oh, Eagles, all the way.
Everybody, I already wrote it down. Everybody picked.
Okay. And I don't know if this is the last one. I think we skipped a couple, but the last game of the week is Browns.
No, it's Browns Jets.
Yeah.
No, we got them all.
Okay, we did. Okay.
We got them all.
Browns.
I think
they'll bounce. We'll see. This is another we'll see. Because if they
well, you heard what Baker said. We got a game Monday night. We'll see.
Yeah,
that's what he said. So you know what? We'll see, and I think he's gonna be all right. He's gonna make it work. So
I think he's all right, and I think if you're on a fantasy league and you got Crowder available from the Jets, pick his ass up. I think he's gonna have a game. I just don't think it's gonna be enough.
What about Le'Veon Bell? I haven't heard a peep out of anybody about him.
Dude, all I know is, hey, I have to damn mention fantasy studs from this week, dude. Like, there's some, man. I'm looking at my teams and the people I'm playing. McCaffrey 50-something points. Look at
Sammy Watkins
50-something points. Like, dude, what is how are they scoring these things now?
I mean,
who was the highest the QB with Lamar Jackson?
Lamar Jackson.
Yeah.
Lamar Jackson, 5 touchdowns.
Yeah.
Jesus, man.
I mean, but that it's against Miami.
Yeah. No, so we'll see. We'll see, man. This week coming up, man. We'll see how because the Cardinals defense has to be better than the Dolphins defense.
Listen, everything will normalize probably about, I think it's usually like the 3rd or 4th week. I think it's usually the 4th week of the NFL.
Yeah.
You start to see who teams really are and what their identity is. And so everything right now is kind of a shot in the dark, with teams. So they're still trying to find their identity, except for the Patriots. But anyways.
Hey, when's y'all's bye week?
Oh, it's not until 10.
Yeah, I think ours is up there.
Which I'm glad. I'd rather have a way late.
The late bye week is the greatest.
Yeah, because you know what everybody knows how well we play towards the end of the season. Towards the second half of the season, we are on fire.
I just like a little bit of rest, coming into the November.
Dude, you know what would happen if they, we were talking about the 18-game schedule, and like they would have to every player would have to sit 2 games.
2 games.
You just sit the games against the Dolphins.
I don't know. They got like 6 fucking first-round picks coming up, so they might actually be decent coming up here in the next couple of years.
Yeah.
We'll see.
First QB to have 5 or more passing touchdowns in the season opener since Peyton Manning in 2013. Lamar Jackson.
Jeez.
What a bitch. Anyways.
Pretty good for a running back, right?
Yeah, that's what he said.
Yeah, right?
We'll see. He surprised me. We'll see if he can do it again.
All right, I'm gonna do my quick fucking college spiel real quick, and just I was satisfied with Georgia's game. That's how you're supposed to beat somebody.
A high school team? They played a high school team.
Yeah, that's how you're supposed to beat them. You play a high school team and you beat them by 10. We got some problems, man. But yeah, most everybody who's supposed to win, Michigan, and man, y'all almost lost to Army.
Close. I actually watched that game.
That's really makes you nervous, kind of close. Clemson, Texas A&M. I thought it was going to be a better game than that. Dude, Texas A&M play some hard teams this year.
Yeah, they do.
They play Alabama. They play us. They play Clemson. They play like 4 teams in the top 10.
Whoever set the schedule just hates Matthew McConaughey, and they wanted to give him a heart attack, I think.
No, he's Texas.
Oh,
I'm talking
sorry.
about Texas A&M.
Oh,
Yeah,
to A&M.
yeah.
I missed the A&M part.
What the hell happened? What I was trying to do? Right here. Hold on.
Well, this
Ohio
week,
State destroyed. Like I mean, most teams did what they're supposed to do. That Oh yeah, Texas LSU. That was a good one.
that was a good game.
Almost to the end. Cal beat Washington 20-19. I will say this: the teams at the top of the SEC are performing like they're supposed to.
Of course they are.
The teams at the bottom of the SEC, garbage.
Tennessee. Woo. Oof. Hard to be a Tennessee fan right now.
Yeah,
It is.
Trust me, I know a few.
It is. Yeah, I don't see many people flying any orange flags or nothing around here.
Oh yeah,
I live in Tennessee.
You're deep in that country. Like you'd see it if they were 2-0 right now.
No, I'm serious, man. Like I don't see it. Nobody's bragging on nothing. No, you see a lot of Alabama trash talking from these guys. Like if I bring up college football on the job, people kind of just walk away with their heads down. Like I said last week, and it's kind of like it's upsetting. It's actually upsetting. Like these rednecks around here don't have nothing to talk about now.
Because they're
unless they're Alabama fans. If they're Alabama fans, they're kind of just like, yeah, it's standard operating procedure. This is what we do. So we start. Yeah, but you know what? Nobody's playing any good teams except for a few. Team LSU played somebody
football.
Ranked, and then who else? There were only 2 good games to watch.
That's. I also have a problem with it. As much as I love watching college football, I still have a problem with the lack of like. Look, I'll give you an example. When they used to still make the NCAA game, on PlayStation, like I would pick like a team to like run a season with, like say
like New Mexico
or Army. You know what I'm saying? And then what they would let you go through and do is change the schedule to as long as it wasn't a conference game, you can change the schedule. So what I would do is the team that was ranked number 1 through 5, I put them all on my schedule. But that's what they should be doing. But college football is not going to do that because all the top teams will beat each other up, and then you have like you'll have like.
What do you mean they have real football?
Yeah, exactly.
Do that.
Yeah, Texas A&M to me has I'm not gonna say the best schedule this season, but they play like all of the top teams. Alabama, they played Georgia, they played Clemson. You know what I'm saying? Like they scheduled those teams. So I like to see a lot more of that in the future. But the first 3 weeks, the first 3 to 4 weeks of a college football season, the top teams are going to be playing fucking Georgia School of the Deaf or. You know what I'm saying? Like
Georgia School.
You know what I mean? But that's exactly how it goes.
Well, look at this week coming up. We have no top 25 teams playing each other.
Nope.
No.
And
zero.
And if you look back, like that is very, very. That's what happens on week 3 because week 4 is when the teams like you start playing some people. Or who scored all them points last week? It was I can't remember which game. I know Oregon scored 77-6.
Stupid.
They give PJ the sick stomach, man, every time you see old college football score.
It's horrible.
Yeah. It's
you know what? In 2 weeks, we got Notre Dame, Georgia.
Yes.
Ooh, going to be good.
But Maryland, unranked Maryland, beat Syracuse.
Yep.
I see that on the score sheet.
Destroyed Syracuse.
Was, ranked 21st. They beat them 63-20.
They got
so, I mean, that's something. That's something. I mean, it gives somebody a chance that's not ranked. You know what I mean? That's what I'm saying. Like, that's maybe that's part of the reason why they do that. But
Syracuse was supposed to be good this year, though. I think they were in the top 20 like when the season started as far as being ranked because of how they performed.
Okay.
They beat Clemson a couple of years ago, a couple times, but I think it's that ship it might have been unsailed. because Maryland like beat them 63-20.
Yeah.
How is USC not ranked in the top 25?
Yeah,
A couple scandals, and it kind of
that's,
sends their program down a few years.
Mm-hmm.
We'll see. We'll see what they can do.
They beat 23rd ranked Stanford last week.
Yeah.
No, they did.
So so everything's going to get adjusted. I fall out of the college football thing. There's so many teams, and there's so much the rankings and stuff like that. It's just kind of bothersome to me that it's in the hands of the people that do all the rankings and everything. That kind of
I'll be all in come playoff time though.
Oh yeah. Oh,
absolutely.
Most definitely.
I'll be watching it. I won't be all in, but I'll be watching it.
We'll on Instant Replay, we're going to hit it briefly every week, but when the first college football rankings come out for the playoff, it's like week 7.
Yeah.
We'll talk about it a good bit because they're gonna.
I'll dive deep into it then.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
All right. So what else y'all want to hit, man? We went over next week what we think is going to happen. How y'all think? How you think your boy's going to do in his first game in a Patriots uniform?
I think he's going to be limited.
I agree.
I don't see him playing very much.
Mm-hmm.
I see him basically just out there kind of.
I disagree. I see him playing more snaps than you think, but not being targeted as much as you think he would be if he's out there. I think it's going to be more of a distraction, more as a decoy for the defense. Even though it's against Miami, even though we don't need to have that against Miami, I think he's going to be out there for quite a bit because that boy wants to play football.
We'll see. But
if he's all about what he said and not the money, and he wants to play football, then they're going to put him out there.
We'll see. I honestly wouldn't be surprised if it comes out Sunday morning that he's inactive.
Yeah.
Bill, you know what? It could go. You're right. It could go either way. It could be 50-50. You think he's going to play and he's going to play a whole lot, or he's not going to play at all.
To what you were saying, Jonathan, if they do use him as a decoy, I could see that as like Bill want to see if that fool can run them routes that there's in that playbook. You know what I'm saying? Bill wants to see, okay, can he?
Bill or Brady? Brady wants to see if he can run that route.
Yeah.
Because it's Brady that's the one that is throwing the ball.
Yeah,
that's going to be like, if you don't throw that, if you don't hit that 12-yard or that curl at 12 yards like I want you to, and you're hitting it at 10, and all the defense is adjusting to that 10, it's going to screw me up. You know what I mean? Mm-hmm. So, yeah. So I agree. I agree with you in that sense.
All right. So you guys ready to wrap it up? Another episode in the books.
Done. Episode 2.
We are moving right along. I have enjoyed this shit. This is after the past couple of days I had. This has been fucking awesome.
Yeah.
This is. We have a lot to talk about, and I'm sure we do need to touch on a lot of stuff that we should have, and I'll apologize for that, but we have a lot to talk about in a week.
Yeah, it is. It's when you're trying to like. It seems easy when you think about it. Like when I thinking about it all the time. So when I go over here, this is how this is going to go. But then once we start talking about it, it just doesn't form into a ball the way you think it will.
Well, now you know why guys have 4-hour shows.
Oh yeah, yeah.
Well, I mean, I listen to weekly podcasts, and each weekly podcast I listen to is 3 to 4 hours.
Yeah,
absolutely. Yeah. So it's if you're going to do a weekly show and not going to be every day, then it's going to be pretty long. So, but I appreciate you guys having me on.
Oh, dude, come
on, really do. I enjoy it. I really do. It gives me a couple hours to just sit back and talk about the things that I love, which is football, sports, and with two guys I could sit there and riff with and talk to freely about my opinions on stuff. So I appreciate it.
We'll get you in house here soon.
Yeah, you got to make it over for once because I've already been thinking about how I'm gonna set that up, but yeah.
No. I just need a little bit of video. Set up a tablet with me, just my face on it or something. I meant a live video feed of my face. But I'm actually in the process of making a streaming room at my place. My old garage, which has turned into a workout room. It's going to be my streaming room. So once I get that set up, you guys will be able to have easy access to my feed. So
all right,
all right, man.
We'll try to make that work out. So
Jonathan, tell them where they can find you.
You guys can find me on Instagram and Twitter at i.r.jonathan. Yep, that's where you can find me.
Same thing with me, i.r.pj, Instagram.
And this is ACS, and you can find me on Instagram and Twitter at 2279ACS. Thank you all for listening. This has been the second episode of Instant Replay.
Instant Replay!
We'll talk to you guys next week. Instant Replay out.